and one or two of them was a little burn, I guess the medicine going in. But it was 8:20. I remember that saying it's time to go to surgery, and I looked at the clock and it was like 8:20. So they wheeled me into the surgery room, and it's just buzzing. People are walking around. Most of them had their backs to me. They have different pieces of equipment and different things in different areas. I remember them scooting me from the bed over to the surgical bed, and I remember them strapping my arms down to my sides, and I remember them telling me to scoot down because they wanted my feet against this thing that your feet go against. And I remember something around my legs. And then I remember a guy, he was the surgery anesthesiologist, and he was massaging my forehead. He was standing behind me, and I was looking over my head at him, and he was massaging my forehead, and he said, "Hi, I'm Dr. So-and-so." I can't even remember his name now. "Hi, I'm Dr. So-and-so. I'm going to be your anesthesiologist here in surgery." He said, "In just a moment, I'm going to give you a little something to kind of mellow you out." 2 seconds later, literally 2 seconds later, I woke up in recovery. That's all I remember. I don't remember seeing my doctor come in to surgery. I don't remember. I already had the oxygen thing on, and I was breathing. And I guess he was giving it to me through that as he was talking to me. However, I just woke up in recovery. I remember, Miss Vaughn, and my eyes popped open, and they said, "You're in recovery." And now I'm looking around, and I'm seeing people coming in, being wheeled in. I'm seeing nurses walking around. I'm feeling gas as soon as I wake up, but it wasn't bad. It got a little worse. I just knew it was uncomfortable. I knew that I had surgery. I didn't feel really a whole lot of discomfort, but it was uncomfortable. 30 minutes after that, they said, "We're going to take you to your room." Maybe I was in and out of sleep. Maybe I don't remember too much else, but I do remember they said, "We're going to take you to your room." So another nurse came. She unlocked my bed, and I asked her about my husband. She said, "We'll call him as soon as we get you there." Got on an elevator, got off an elevator, went straight into my room. By the time they got my bed positioned where they wanted it, the nurse that had brought me up was gone. The two nurses that were taking care of me, by the time they got me positioned, my husband was coming in the room. And I'm going to tell you a true story. And I'm going to end with that. I'm going to try to insert some pictures to go along with my story. Let's hope I do. If not, we'll make another video of just the pictures. My husband was not on board when I first started this journey. I was on a 6-month supervised weight loss program, and I was probably in 4 months before he would go to a support group. He never had surgery. He didn't want me to go under anesthesia. And I'm sorry, there's something on the screen. And he just wasn't on board, but he finally went to a support group with my surgeon. He met people that had lost over 100 pounds, 140, 150. One guy had lost 300 and something pounds with the DS. They were all happy and raving about their surgery and how well it had been. And he started coming around. And the day of surgery, it wasn't easy. I insisted that he come to pre-op. He learned a lot in pre-op. It wasn't easy. It was me and my mom for a while. And he came to pre-op. The morning of surgery, we were on the way. He said to me, "Babe, if you want to turn around right now, we could do it." I was like, "No, drive." So he was right there, man. He came up from surgery, and he said that was the most nerve-wracking experience of his life. There's a board in the waiting room, and it has that number on it. that they give you and tell you this is your loved one's number. So you watch that board, and there are colors at the bottom, and hopefully I can insert that too. But when I was in TAP block, I think it was yellow. Then when it turned green, they knew I was in surgery. Then when it turned orange, they knew I was in recovery. So he said it was the most nerve-wracking experience that he had ever been through. And when he came upstairs, he said, I know that I haven't always been on board, but I'm in 100%. I am in. And we actually went to, that made me feel so good to know that he was by my side, and he never left my side in the hospital. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, my surgery was from 8:30 to 11:45. My husband said that Dr. JP was walking into the waiting area at exactly 11:45. They used the robot to have my surgery. I was looking at possible gallbladder issues, possible hernia issues, possible liver biopsy. None of that stuff was necessary. They didn't have to remove the gallbladder. They did not find a hiatal hernia. And my liver looked fine. They didn't have to do a biopsy. So yeah, surgery went really well. I hear a lot of things about how they had to pull you back out awake, and all of that stuff didn't happen to me. Like, I was in one room, I got dressed, I went to another room and got my TAP block. The third room was surgery. I woke up in recovery. I went to my room. Everybody's story is different, but it was really a cakewalk as far as what could have happened didn't. Minimal pain. My surgery was on Wednesday. I went home Thursday evening. This